Hello, and welcome back to Schway Schwarber's Long Halloween. It's just me and Quentin today.
Yep. No Jack to be seen. We looked under all the cushions in the recording studio. We record all of these things, and Jack's just not there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the recording studio that we have, where we all get together and record in the same room.
exactly. Because we all live in equidistant, pretty reasonable few miles away from one another.
Yep. Hey, Quentin, how do you feel about the color green?
Not my favorite color. It's up there though. It's like top five.
Yeah. But, like, how many colors are there, though?
I mean a lot of them.
Yeah, but, like, how many, like, you didn't say a specific kind of green, you just had green. That takes up, like, an eighth of all colors, right?
That's true. That's like a whole chunk of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, being in the top five, it could be impressive.
that's true. It's probably like number four for me. I think green is probably like the
The
sitting
most
on the
mid
fence.
color.
Exactly. I don't think that green is like the most mid color overall. I just think that in terms of like the things that I enjoy, green is equidistant from like we use the examples of how you create green. Like I loathe yellow and I love blue. So
Mm.
that's right in the center. I mean, my favorite color is purple, but
Yeah, same.
yeah. I mean, it's a
You
lot
know
of
what else?
people's favorite colors.
You know what else is my favorite?
The Long Halloween issue number
Yeah,
6.
baby. Uh,
Really, really getting good at these transitions we are. And we don't even
yeah, it's
have
we're
Jack with his
developing an art.
wizardry.
An art.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's so satisfying to really pull it off.
Anyway, we're doing the St. Patrick's Day issue.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Leading right in. This is kind of like a two-parter from our Valentine's issue, continuing that
Yep.
story arc. Um, yeah, a lot of connecting plot threads here. Uh, do we want to start with a cover up?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think of the? We'll just get some general thoughts. What do you think of the cover?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. It's okay. It's like a silhouette shot of Poison Ivy, but it's been colored with green, and her hair is three leaf clovers.
Yeah. I I don't know what it is, but I really like the color palette of black, white, and then green. That's never used anywhere, and I really, really like it.
You know what my issue with it is, but I like the color scheme, but there's one issue I have.
What's that?
They the her Batman necklace is a unique shade of green,
Yeah.
and it pops out too much for me. I feel like if you had made some of the shamrocks that color, or had made the necklace one of the colors of the shamrock that's already there,
I
would have been
mean,
good.
I think that they wanted to create make it distinct whilst utilizing their color palette of green and then
Uh,
minimalistic colors.
okay, but then if that is the case, make like Poison Ivy's lipsticks or eyes that same color.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's not like complemented by anything. It's just sticking out.
Yeah, it's also like a really unappealing shade of green. It's not like the cool minty vibes of the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So is that your cover up?
yeah. I guess it is. I was just saying a complaint, but now I realize, yeah, I would like to change that to a different color.
Okay. Okay, that's you know what? That is a good opinion to have.
Thank you, Quentin.
I would say that somewhere within this cover, I wish they had hidden a four-leaf clover to create sort of a Where's Waldo scenario
Oh, how
where
do we know they didn't?
I don't know. I've been looking as soon as I saw this picture, I freaked and I was like, okay, maybe they did. And I checked through,
Some of them are
couldn't
just
find
really
one.
wonky and it's hard to tell.
Well, that's just the art style. It's very off the cuff. There's not a lot of like specific specificity to it. It's all just, it all kind of blends into each other, and that creates a very nice visual appeal. Um, but you also can't tell if there's a 4-leaf clover in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if that isn't already the case, I
Should
would have
be.
liked them to add one. Yeah. Yeah. Um. So should we get into reviewing the story?
Don't know why not.
Do you want to, like, just for the sake of the audience, sort of recap where we left off with the last issue?
They can go watch our last episode.
That's actually
They're
a
not.
really, really good point. Go in.
Yeah,
Go
what are you trying
in.
to do? Kill our engagement?
No, 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 no,
Huh?
no, 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 no.
You're
Listen,
trying to
listen,
make
listen.
this fail?
To fully experience this series, if you've made the mistake of watching this episode out of, rather than starting from the beginning, start from the beginning. And you know what?
What? Quentin, are you trying to kill our engagement?
I'm not.
We have someone listening right now and you told them to leave? What are you doing?
I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't. Where do I tell them to go? Do I tell them to stay here and just watch without context?
Tell them to have in the past watched the previous videos.
Okay, here's what you need to do. In 2025, there will be a time machine, right? And I'm going to use it on Valentine's Day 2025 to talk to these guys. You need to intercept me and use it to travel back in time and make it so that you listen to all of the other episodes before this point.
But don't leave if you're listening right now.
No, don't leave if you're listening right now. Listen to the rest and fix this in the background. You'll cease to exist. It'll be a different continuity version of you. It time travel shenanigans. That's how
Listen, you're gonna do a flashpoint.
Yeah,
For the sake of our podcast.
do a fucking flashpoint. Make it.
Your dad's gonna be Batman. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to imagine the Schway Schwarbage Nexus Flashpoint universe where everything changes, but it's all Schway Schwarbage centered changes. where the words Schway and Schwarbage replace cool and not cool.
And that's what our podcast is called.
Yeah. It's an obscure reference to an old Batman Beyond episode where they said cool and not cool.
Anyway, step away
comic.
from the door.
The comic, yeah. Let's get to the door. So what Will has just highlighted is the first line of dialogue in the issue, which is somebody telling somebody to step away from the door. But where are we? Gotham Penitentiary.
In my top 10 favorite prisons in Gotham.
Yeah, yeah, true. I mean,
probably doesn't crack the top 5 though.
No, definitely not. Definitely not top 5. Does the GCPD lockup count?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway. Jinx. So someone's being let out. And they get on. They're in silhouette. This really kind of like annoys me. Because the for the first like 3.5 pages, this mysterious person being let out of Gotham Pen is completely silhouetted, which just builds like mystery and interest. But like, for it to be anyone else. Like, I feel like they might have... Like, no one was, like, when it was revealed, was like, oh! Right?
I mean, that's true. We're introduced to a new character, I think. Is this the first time that Carla's been introduced?
I thought she was in some earlier issues, but maybe not.
No, I think that was the aunt who was in a couple of earlier issues.
Yeah, the
No,
aunt.
I actually got the name wrong. Carla was in earlier issues. This is Sophia, the Roman's
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
Um, and the thing about Sophia, Will, you haven't ever read the sequel to The Long Halloween Dark Victory, right?
I have not.
Well, let me just say that she, like, if this had been a reveal in the second in the second issue, um Dark Victory in the sequel, it would have been a lot more impactful if they'd done the silhouette thing. I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
they
for
do
sure.
though. She is a character in that though. No, we see the Roman, and there's one weird panel where the Roman's face is completely obscured.
Except for the scratch. What?
Yeah, except for the
Yeah.
scratch.
Yeah, the
Which,
scratch.
wait, you can
I don't know
still
how
see the.
that works. I don't know why his scar is catching the light when the rest of his face doesn't.
You can still see the scratch in the
Yeah.
little hug. That's
Yeah, and the little hug.
that's so funny. I was like, is that are those a couple of fingers? And then I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
that's the three
There's the
claw
three
mark
scratches
scratch.
he's got.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, it was Carmine Falcone's daughter. She's out of prison. She's hanging out with her dad. Cut to Bruce Wayne doing business.
yeah. He's doing business. This
Business as usual?
no business as unusual. As this parallels an earlier scene from an earlier issue where he's meeting with the board of a bank, who are trying to get them to partner with the Falcone industry, all of his shit. And Bruce
Mhm.
says no because Falcone's a bad guy, and he knows
Yeah.
that, and he wants to put a stop to him. But here, Bruce seems all in on the idea of going all in on Falcone. Weird. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine why.
I can.
Yeah?
He changed his mind. And his heart, as he says when they ask him why did he change his mind. He's like, I had a change of heart. I like crime now.
I mean, at least he's at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Lost somewhere in the green,
Yeah.
which is a line of dialogue. Well,
Then
Sigma,
as he leaves the building, he runs into Selena. She's
Selena
like, hey,
Kyle.
Bruce. And Bruce walks by her, gives us a look at his cool little green watch or whatever he's got there.
Yeah. His
Uh,
Omnitrix.
what a crazy twist.
Yeah.
And Selena's like, hey, why are you ignoring me? And then she's like, oh, that lady who sold you that mysterious flower seller's in your car. It's weird.
The mysterious flower peddler. I don't think I don't think personally Selena ever connects it back to the flower peddler. I mean, this
Well,
is
no, because she doesn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
she doesn't know yet or ever.
Hmm.
I don't think she ever figures out
I
that the
don't think.
flower peddler was
I
the
think
one.
that flower seller is scot free. I don't think anyone
Honestly,
ever put it together.
honestly, whoever that flower seller was.
Yeah, that mysterious flower seller.
um. So then we cut to a completely different scene.
Hmm. You got Gordon and Harvey talking about all the people who are dying.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, because Maroney thinks that the Roman is like behind like all the the holiday murders. So Maroney is just like, let's just kill a bunch of the Romans guys.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when there's a serial killer in Gotham City, the first thing that you want to do, the first thing that you do, protocol number one, you go out there and randomly kill their men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like Gotham is like You know, like when there's a fire, they'll do like a reverse fire, like let the fires crash into each other and burn each other out.
Yeah.
Gotham does that with serial killers.
That's yeah. Oh, Joker's on the loose again. Let's let Zaz out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what you gotta do is you gotta pair criminals with similar gimmicks up against each other, and then eventually they'll start a rivalry, and you'll be able to exploit that so you can catch them.
And we'll get the war of riddles and jokes.
It's actually the war of jokes and riddles.
Hey, Quentin,
What?
no one cares.
What about Clay Munn, who is an artist on the war of jokes and riddles?
Okay, you got me. You
Yeah.
probably got me.
um, no, but that's protocol number one
Mhm.
is you kill all their men. Protocol number two is you try and one up them. you
Yeah.
you try and piss them off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you gotta like listen. There's a bunch of protocols. You gotta stop somewhere like in the single digits.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit Protocol 10. Historically bad for Gotham.
Yeah, not great. I mean, okay. Long run, maybe a good thing for Gotham. No innocent.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You want to get to Protocol 10. Protocol 10 is the goalpost. If you are
Listen. Protocol 10 is completely immoral and wrong, and in the long run and in the short term would greatly benefit Gotham.
Yeah, insanely. Gotham, that might have been Gotham's one chance for true salvation. That might have been the only thing that was going to end Batman's war against crime was Protocol 10, and he stopped it. So
Yeah. Good job, Bruce.
God damn it, Bruce. But we're not talking about Bruce. We're not talking
About Bruce.
We're talking about Harvey, and we're talking about the
Gordon.
twist murderer from Gotham by Gaslight.
Just the movie,
Commissioner
though.
James Gordon. Yeah, just
the movie, though.
Just the movie.
It's Gordon.
Yeah, it's Gordon.
Anyway, they're going over plans. And they're talking about Bruce Wayne and about Maroni. And Gordon's like, we should focus on Maroni. He's the weak link. And do you see who's listening in on them?
I completely forgot his name, but it's the guy. It's the mole. It's Maroni's little mole.
It's Dilbert, baby.
Dilbert.
Hey, Quentin.
Yeah?
I was worried we would have to pad because Jack's not here. Would you like to take a 10-question Dilbert quiz?
I would love to take a 10-question Dilbert quiz.
Great. My plan was to do a question every time he shows up. I think he only shows up once in this issue, so we're just doing all 10.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So question 1, what was Ratbert's original name? Would you like multiple choice?
I would love multiple choice.
XP-49C squared, XP-99C squared, XP-29C squared, XP-39C squared.
I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, also there's a hint. Do you want a hint?
Go for it.
Okay, it knocked off 2 of the answers. So it's either XP-99C squared or XP-39C squared.
I'm gonna have to go 39.
Okay. Oh, we only get 3 hints. I didn't know that. Sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anyway, it doesn't tell us the answers until we finish it, so
Okay.
we'll find out later. Who is the brother of the pointy-haired boss?
What the fuck?
Mr. Gudenrich, president of the company. Phil, prince of insufficient light. Bradley, manager of executive compensation. Mordak, the refuser, technology department liaison. This isn't trivia. This is a quiz, and I'm upset. I was lied to.
What the fuck? What? Wait. Give me that second one again.
Phil, prince of insufficient light.
Now,
Sounds like an RPG boss.
yeah, okay. Give me the first name of the last one and then the subtitle for the second one. Just give that to me as a package deal.
Mordak, Prince of Insufficient Light.
There we go. There we go. Now you've created a From Software boss.
So your answer is Mordak, Prince of Insufficient Light. Not an option.
This is fucking straddling the railroad tracks is what this is.
Okay. Do we want to use our second of 3 hints?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want to know the only 2 that are left now?
What?
Phil, Prince of Insufficient Light. Mordak, the Refuser, Technology Department Liaison.
Are you fucking kidding? Phil. Obviously Phil.
Phil, Prince of it. Okay, sure. Who is the most popular bit character in the strip's history according to Scott Adams? Bungie Boss, Ted the Generic Guy, Techno Bill, or Pig Boy?
Oh my god.
You want to use our last hint and do the last 7 blind?
We gotta save that. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Pig Boy. It's
Pig
one
Boy?
word. There's no space in between pig and boy.
Okay, Pig Boy. Pig Boy sounds iconic. That's where my brain was going to.
What is the name of the company Dilbert works for? Initech, Gruntmaster, Path E-Tech, Intertrode.
Interchode?
Intertrode.
Oh.
Intertrode.
I thought you said showed for a second.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that now. So 2 of them are similar answers, right?
Yes. Initech and Intertrode.
Okay, and then what's the last one again?
That's Intertrode. The two in the middle are Gruntmaster and Pathy-Tech. I guess Initech and Pathy-Tech are also close.
Exactly. So I think that we should go for the median between the 3
Initech?
similarities. Yeah, Initech.
I like that. What kind of engineer is Dilbert's sometimes, I hope you can hear the air quotes, girlfriend Liz? Railroad engineer, materials engineer, chemical engineer, electrical engineer.
Damn. It would be funny if it was an electrical engineer. I don't know why.
I agree.
But it just seems the funniest to me.
What is the name of the Elbonian character who Alice kicked into his own hat?
What the fuck?
Yeah, hold on. The answers are Gary, spelled Gari, Sergey, Alexei, or Yugi. I guess that first one would be Gary? Gary, Sergey, Alexei, Yugi.
Kicks into his own hat?
What is the name of the Elbonian character whom Alice kicked into his own hat?
Sergey?
Let's go with Sergey. We got 4 questions left and we still got a hint, so just keep that in mind.
Okay, alright, if we ever need the hint.
What is the name of the non-stereotypical woman, also I put that in air quotes because it's quoted here, that inhabits a few strips in 1996?
1996.
Tina, Ollie, Chris, and Tina.
Whoa, wait. Did you say Tina twice?
No, Tina, Ollie, Chris, and Tina. Antina. And Tina.
Well, obviously it's fucking Antina.
Great. What was the hidden joke that Scott Adams promised readers if Dilbert and Liz had sex?
What?
Liz's hair would be frizzy. Dogbert would accept Liz. Dilbert and Liz would break up. Dilbert's tie would be flat. It's gotta be the tie.
It's gotta be the tie one. The tie is too important to the Dilbert character and franchise.
We got 2 left and 1 hint. What bank does What bank does Dilbert bank at?
What the fuck?
Bank 2, Bank of Nigeria. Anza Bank, Bank of Ethel.
Bank 2. I think Bank
okay,
2 is really
we're using
funny.
our hint our number 10 then?
Yeah.
What is the national bird of Elbonia? The options are kite or frisbee.
What?
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 What do you mean? What? It makes perfect sense.
Kite?
Submit my answers. Okay, question number 1 and 2. We got correct.
Oh my god, yeah.
XP39C2 and Phil Prince of Insufficient Light. Both correct. Um, 3, we answered Pig Boy. The answer was Techno Bill.
Oh
We
no.
said Initech. The answer was Pathy Tech. We
Oh.
said electrical engineer. She was a materials engineer.
Oh no.
Um, Sergey wasn't his name. It was Yugi. We got 7 correct. It was Antina. 8
Yeah.
correct. Dilbert's tie would be flat if he had sex.
That's fair.
9. Dilbert banks at the Bank of Ethel, not Bank 2.
Oh no.
Number 10. The correct answer was Frisbee.
God damn it. God
Mm-hmm.
damn it. So that 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
God. Okay, let me just say.
I just want to
never
give a quick
having
shout out.
read Dilbert.
Quick shout out. Thanks to funtrivia.com. That was a quiz, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Fix your marketing.
Fix your
and,
fucking site.
yeah, fix your site, and we might be in talks. You can do a Schwarbage quiz.
They're user submitted, so we could anyway.
Yeah, but this is like one of those things on Wikipedia or fucking BuzzFeed where you gotta be somebody to be a moderate to post, you know? You gotta be of renown.
I don't know. I think you're wrong.
No. How did you come across this?
I googled Dilbert trivia and it was the first result.
Why did you Google Dilbert trivia?
I thought we might have to pad for time.
So you chose Gilbert trivia.
Dilbert, not Gilbert.
Oh, sorry.
And yes, of course.
Yes. This is prolific bit.
I actually googled it second, because at first I googled Garfield trivia. Because when it was just me and Jack doing Long Halloween, we talked about Dilbert, and I was like, should me and Quentin then do Garfield, and that can be our thing? Then I thought, nah, we should just stick with Dilbert.
I mean, there are no... I need to think of like fucking a comic that I can make a bit out of.
Batman?
No, not Batman. Like a Dilbert, but yeah. Let me think for a minute.
Should we keep doing the comic in the meantime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comics that are not Dilbert.
Mort!
Morte!
No, you don't pronounce the E.
Do you not?
Nope, I don't think so. I believe it's a quiet E.
Okay, Will, in the future, please cut in the correct pronunciation of this word.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking it up. Mort.
I'm hearing morte. Yep.
I'm not hearing... Hold on. Maybe my pronunciation thing I work is wrong.
I mean, I saw a morte pronunciation, and then I clicked on the first YouTube video. Italian pronunciation of morte.
What the fuck? Okay. I clicked on the first one and it was on mort, and then I clicked on the second one and it was what you said. So I'm going to say you're right.
Okay. All right. I've heard
Morte.
people say this word.
I probably have.
Yeah. So Carla Vitti, sitting there shooting
Morty. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Jump scare. Fucking Rick and Morty jump scare.
It is a jump scare. It's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying. We see the Roman sister, Carla Vitti. She is shooting a bit of I don't know, drywall.
Paper.
Yeah, something. With the
Something.
gun used to kill. Which one is this? Fucking
Her son, I think. Or not her son, her
no.
nephew.
Yeah, this was Alberto. It's the
Yeah,
same
Alberto.
gun across the board. Well, it's the same make and model, but not the same gun. There were a
Mm.
couple of them. At this point, I'm
It's
thinking
meant
there
to be
are.
maybe a clue, maybe a misdirect. Who knows?
Who
I
knows?
do.
Yeah, so do I. But he
Anyway, the
knows
Roman's
better.
daughter is here. She's like, hey, what's up?
She's like, my brother's dead, and your nephew's dead. And then what are you doing with this gun that you took from the police? And also, does my dad know? And then Carla says, "Shh, I'm gonna use this to kill Holiday." Uh, and then Sophia's like, "Well, we're going after Maroney because we think that Maroney is Holiday. Are you gonna fuck with that?" And then Carla goes, "I mean, since your dad figured out all the money shit, I guess I don't have any reason to hate him now because it's all good." And then Sophia
Hmm.
goes, "Cool."
And she's standing next to a workbench, which, for once again, maybe a clue, maybe a mislead, is identical to the workbench Harvey Dent owns.
Yeah, it is also identical to the workbench that we have seen in the background of all of the Holiday getting prepared to kill somebody um,
Hmm.
panels. Uh, how many people own this exact same fucking workbench?
It's a stock model you get at like fucking wherever.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway, Wayne Manor.
yeah. My father's house.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
my dad's Alfred.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, life is good in the green according to Bruce Wayne's inner monologue.
And then Ivy's outer monologue goes, "You still have a healthy appetite, Bruce. Hmm. You'll need it for." And
You feel a
then
draft? Listen, I know that like it's like a cool reveal because Catwoman snuck in. You see her hand in the second panel of Wayne Manor.
yeah.
Um, but I feel like if I felt a draft, I would have finished my first thought before asking that question. I feel like that's not an interruption worth that's not an interruption worthy like thought.
Here's what I would say. I mean, that's probably like she probably has roots all over the place. She's probably like jacked in to the whole entire house at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of see the ivy growing all over the place. Um, and so she
Yeah, her hair's
probably,
fucking wild.
yeah, it was probably a super noticeable difference for her when the window was opened because she probably had like a leaf or something right outside of there. I mean, you can see ivy growing on the outside of the manor in that one panel with Catwoman's
Yeah.
claw. Um,
Ivy, this is an embarrassment that
yep.
you fucking covered Wayne Manor in like your power and you A didn't find the Batcave and B get your ass beat by Catwoman and like basically you get hit once and then run away. Like
I
you don't.
mean, I like how they sort of show they sort of characterize Ivy in this as a not like a
She's a
physical.
schemer, not a fighter.
Exactly, and that's how some of my favorite villains work, and I like when they're balanced out with more like martial enemies and like physical rogues. I mean, we
And
don't
Bane's
get.
just good at everything.
Yeah, Bane's good. Bane's good at everything.
Yeah.
They couldn't have Bane in the story because he would have upset the balance.
Did he exist yet? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. By this point, yeah.
In the real
Um,
world, yeah. Comics hadn't continuity in story hadn't showed up yet.
no. Um,
Uh,
but Solomon Grundy's here, so he's our big
yeah,
guy. He's the big guy of the story
yeah.
because every story needs one
Catwoman.
big guy.
Catwoman's fighting Poison Ivy. She kicks her in the head, and then Bruce. He's not about that because he's been mind controlled by the mysterious plant seller.
by the mysterious flower peddler.
Yeah.
um, yeah, we get a really cool action scene where their silhouettes sort of shift, and you can see Bruce looking like Batman, but not Batman. He's not.
It-
He's not Batman right now. You see the silhouette. He's
they
got the
they
white
they
eyes.
they do they make him look like almost Batman the animated series silhouettes is
Yeah,
what with how his eyes are.
yeah, the thin eyes, and then we get the reveal that his chest has been completely covered
Plants.
in the ivy. That must hurt.
Yeah. Why doesn't he like wear like gloves? Because he's also got it on his wrists. I feel like you could cover that up with some gloves.
True. I mean,
I mean, I don't need to critique Poison Ivy's scheme, but I don't know.
it's not like super. There's not a lot to it. It's kind of just let me cover Bruce Wayne in plants, and then I can tell Bruce Wayne what to do and what financial choices to make.
Step one, plant. Step two, profit.
Exactly, literally. Um, and then we get a like line of dialogue from Catwoman as she is tearing up Bruce's chest, where she says, "Ordinarily, I might enjoy this. I That's an innuendo. I'm still trying to figure out what kind.
I don't think it is. I think because Catwoman doesn't know Bruce Wayne is Batman.
No.
I think she's just like, I don't like rich people. Like she has assumed, like most of the world, that Bruce Wayne's just like a piece of shit.
I mean, she was dating him.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, this is one where they had a relationship.
Yeah, I forgot that. I got it reversed. I was like, Catwoman and Batman are a thing, but no, it's not in this. It's Selina and Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What are you talking about, Catwoman?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out since I read the comic. I
Huh.
don't know. Um
Poison Ivy got away.
yeah, Poison Ivy did get away. Ivy gone. And then we get our holiday murder for the issue.
It's pretty like I mean, is it weird to say it's pretty efficient?
It's definitely efficient. I think that it's probably the most underwhelming one, maybe of the entire.
Not the Holiday shooting down the light fixture on top of riddling them with bullets saves it for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's the set piece. I also really like the panel with the clock. And I like the like wide angle with the reveal with the little statuette. Um, I like how they do it wide there. Um, and then I like how that goes into the watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shows
St.
exactly how much
Patrick's
time has
morning.
passed.
Um, and then the 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 Roman's daughter. That's the Roman's daughter, right?
So, yes, that is
Yeah,
Sophia.
yeah. She's like, oh man, we were gonna kill those guys, but Holiday did it.
Yeah,
And then Maroni,
he says holiday, and
and
while
he looks
looking.
ridiculous.
Yes, yes, he does. I love this panel.
I love it too. It conveys so much anger. Are those his tiny teeth?
Yes, yes. That's supposed to
Little,
be him having his mouth half open.
yeah.
Um, I love,
Anyway,
I love how on the next page, the fucking, I love how the mechanism for the bat signal
Is
is
labeled.
is labeled on and off, and it's two individual buttons. I've
Yeah.
always imagined it as like a big
Lever.
dramatic
A big
lever.
comical lever.
Yeah, a big comical lever that you pull down on, and the thing lights up in the sky. But
No, it's an on-off button. It's
yeah,
not. It's not even a light switch. It's a two separate buttons.
yeah, I think it would have been so funny if they had just put like a fucking regular ass like white plastic light switch, and
See
above it
that
labeled on and on.
that feels funny, but that is like the most real-world practical way to like turn on the bat signal. Like
Yeah,
you don't need a big comical lever.
I want to see like a one-shot comic, um,
What
of
if the bat signal had a tiny light switch?
no. What if like the Gotham Electric guys got some real wires crossed, and instead like the bat signal got connected to like an apartment across the street, like their fucking light switch.
Why is it not working?
As the light like lights up
Yeah,
outside their
Batman's like,
window
oh
every single
no,
time.
what's happening?
And it flickers on and off like 20 times, and he's like, "Oh, this must be code for something."
Is it Morse code?
Oh, yeah. But Catwoman's there.
Yeah. Batman shows up and he's like, thanks. And she's like, for what? He's like, Bruce Wayne's my mate. She's like, oh. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, damn. I gotta fix all that bad stuff I did while mind controlled. Um then the Roman pays Poison Ivy for her services.
Yeah.
Then it's over.
Then it's over. Um, I would say that this is a pretty good one. I would
You
say
got a
that this
favorite panel?
is decent. Yes, I do. I do have
What
favorite
is it?
panel. I would say that each one of these issues so far has had at least one panel that has gone on to become iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite panel is the one from this issue. And so, could you take a fat guess as to which one that is?
Is it the double page of Catwoman hitting Poison Ivy with a
It
whip
is.
made of her own plants?
It is the double page of exactly what you just described. I love it.
It's very good.
It's very good. I love the striking pose. I love exactly how much like power is shown and exerted through the movement. Like as far as me visualizing something in my head from what a comic is telling me, like I can see and understand every single individual bit of this. Catwoman just dashed onto the table with speed that is unprecedented, and it
Yeah.
creates a sense of anger, and it creates a sense of holy shit, Ivy's about to get her shit fucked.
My favorite thing about this panel is that Ivy really just looks kind of annoyed.
Yeah. Like she hasn't even really like
Yeah, she hasn't fully processed what exactly is happening.
She's
like,
trying to figure
huh?
out who Catwoman is again. Like she knows her, but she doesn't
She's
know
like,
her.
this is awkward. We've definitely met.
Yeah, exactly. Or she's trying to like look over Catwoman's shoulders to
Yeah,
look
she's
at
trying to
Bruce.
like look at Bruce, like,
Yeah, hey,
who is
who the
this?
fuck did you invite? Yeah, but that is my favorite panel. How about you?
Well, that one is pretty good. I'm gonna have to go with. Oh man, I'm going with it's on the second page, like the Gotham Penitentiary, like kind of the wide shot
Oh, I
where it's
love
it's
that wide
it's
shot.
all in silhouette, and this is a good use of this lime green that's on the cover for some reason. All like the windows and interior is lit up by this like kind of eerie green. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how the rain makes everything completely wet.
Everything's all dripped out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um
I like. Why does it have like 3 smokestacks?
Oh,
The prisons? The
that's for
prisons?
the coal plant.
Yeah, that's what I was curious
Yeah.
about.
I don't
Uh,
know.
what a bad city.
What
What
a
a bad
terrible,
city,
awful
Gotham.
city. Yeah.
Um, yeah. If you wanted to have one takeaway from our podcast, first of all, stay in school. Second of all, um, Gotham is not a good place to live.
Yeah. Stay in school unless you go to school in Gotham City, in which
Transfer.
transfer away. Do not stay in that school. Go to a different school.
Hmm. Um, do we want to do Schwarbage?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I guess the order is just kind of one of us, then the other of
There's
us,
2 options.
and then we cut in Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may be hearing from Jack.
You maybe might possibly hear Jack's opinion at the end.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
No way to be certain.
We'll see. The episode might just end.
Yeah, the episode may just end. It might. And if so, I'll be sure to like put in a bazinga or something.
What? Okay.
I'll throw in
When are you gonna do that?
bazinga.
I edit these.
Okay. One. All right. What's the order first?
You me.
Okay. So after you go, I'm going to put in a safety bazinga, which is either going to be a transition into Jack Schwarbage or the thing that we're going to end on.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Um. All right. So I guess I got a Schwarbage the Long Halloween, which is not the hardest thing I've ever done
It's
in my life.
easiest part of the job.
Easiest. This is when I do not have to think. It's fucking yeah. It's Schway, dude. It's Schway. What can
Yeah.
I say? It's Schway. A fantastic art all the way down. There was not a bit. We joke, but it all looks beautiful. It all looks beautiful. Striking pages. This is one of the rare pieces of media where I have trouble picking a favorite panel, not because there isn't anything good to look at, but because there's so much interesting, striking artwork all the time. I especially noticed it this time around because, I mean, I had the conclusion of this particular arc in the forefront of my mind, so I was sort of like skimming through it, and I was like, okay, this is how this plays out. There's not much of like importance going on here. I know how this is going to play out. It's not all that surprising. It's not all that revolutionary. It plays out exactly how you think it's going to. And I would just like to insert the fact that that's kind of just the structure of the Long Halloween. It plays games, right? There's all of these things that are thrown around, and there's suspects and there's whatnot. But at the end of the day, the story plays out exactly the way you think it's going to. Like, it's not brain breaking. The end is the same. I mean, as soon as Harvey Dent is introduced,
You know.
you know what's going to happen. You know what the arc is. But it's
Yeah.
the journey of getting there, and it's seeing the individual moments between these characters and all of the different struggles that they go through that makes you care so much about it. That makes you care so much about Harvey and his eventual fall from grace. And I don't know why I noticed that particular thing so much throughout this particular chapter. But I just happened to. I'm gonna give it a Schway, like always.
Crazy. Yeah. You about covered everything, and like this is good. There's nothing new about this one that's like way like crazier better than the previous ones. It's just still good.
Yeah,
Um man, I gotta find something to say. I like I like when Holiday kills the people how it's completely black and white except for the leprechaun who's fully colored.
Yeah. What a cool
Yeah.
MO. Being able
It's
to
Schway.
thrust the world into black and white.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Get ready for this. It went away. I lied. Damn.
Cool.
I felt the need to warn you because I was like, this is gonna fuck up the audio. Then it didn't happen.
Then it just petered out.
Yep. Anyway, you guys are about to hear Jack, maybe, and if not,
Bazinga.